What happened in this situation? Former Congressman Thaddeus McCotter not saying a word as he left court today. Congressman, the Attorney General's office said you were asleep at the switch. Do you want to comment on that at all? But he did have to speak under oath in the court case that brought his longtime run in Congress to a swift end in scandal. McCotter resigned after two of his staffers, Don Yao Chang and Paul Seawald, were accused of submitting forged nomination petitions earlier this year in McCotter's re-election bid. McCotter says it was the Secretary of State, Ruth Johnson herself, who called him and told him about the problems. Then he confronted his staff.
My number one question was, we were told that we had 2,000 valid signatures. Why would we do this?
McCotter says he'd been told all along they had more than the required 1,000 valid signatures, that in fact they had some 2,000 and there wasn't any problem.
My question was, why were we short when we were told we were done? When you're told you're done a couple weeks out, that not only what it does is it shuts down the collection process. There's no drive to go get more. And so you've squandered the time before you're even supposed to file.
Yao Chang faces 2 felonies and 6 misdemeanors. Seawald 1 felony and 9 misdemeanors. Prosecutors submitted these interviews with the 2 defendants in which they seemed to admit that they knew they broke the law. The Attorney General's office says signatures collected from previous campaigns were turned in. Prosecutors also allege that photocopies were made of signatures collected this year and were then submitted along with the originals to make it seem as if there were enough valid signatures.
If we were short, why didn't you just tell us we go out and get them? So to me, it was just like, why? Why are we even at this point when this is something that is just... It's so routine.
Today's preliminary hearing was held to determine if there's enough evidence to proceed with a trial. The judge said he'll make that decision later this month. In Livonia, Michael Rosenfield, 7 Action News.